Boo! But hello. Hello, everyone. You guys are just in time for class. Chemical warfare class. Yes, exactly. Hello, everyone. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Let me say our hellos. Let's say our hellos. I think I feel a little itch in my throat. I might be getting sick. I actually didn't go to the office today for that reason. But before we get into that, let's see who's here. Seribot, as always. Alpaca. And then Apolin, technically you were the first. Alpaca, like, just, if you see how it looks on my chat, it's like Alpaca got her sticker first. And then I see Apolin say first, but technically the first message is Apolin. It's just, and then right after is when Alpaca actually gets the sticker, which is pretty funny. So, hello you two, hello Mega Bronson, you got your sticker. Peck School, hello, welcome. Glitch Mushroom, it's chemical learning time. It's true. Idol, hello, welcome. Are we talking about mixing our cleaning products again? Chemical warfare class. The dry ice bomb. There's just so many things to learn today. There's just so many things. Alright, let's go ahead and get to class. I didn't put up my, I keep forgetting about my tracking. We're gonna try and see if Live 2 Dinka is working today, and if not, we'll get PNGTuber in here. And then I also didn't put on any music. What kind of music? I was listening to Chapel Rowan. I had Pink Pony Club stuck in my head, but let's do webinar. Webinar's just like nice, like vaporwave, chill, chatting. I just love sulfuric acid. Oh no, wait, you can't hear it in the screen. I might need to make that redeem play again. Go ahead and chemicals like sulfuric acid, yes. There we go. Hello everyone, hello, it's me, Babinko Bear, your local sun bear, an art history teacher, an educational streamer. And today we're yapping. It's office hours. I made a little memorial for my Monzemon. My VPet. My little VPet. I posted a picture of him napping yesterday. And then he ended up napping forever. He died. He freaking died. No. During the same stream, too. You had to be there. Poor guy. Well, it's okay, because with Digimon, the whole shtick is that they can come back. Their data just gets reformatted, they become an egg, and you gotta raise them all over again. So that's actually what I'm doing. I'm raising my little Monzemon back up. He's a Koromon right now, which I can draw that if you guys want. Cause I didn't really have much to like yap about for today, but usually what I feel like happens is that you guys talk about certain things in chat, and I'm like, oh, I have 20 things to say about that. So we'll just take it as we go. Sotenbori, hello. Welcome. If you put some sodium in water, you release some. Oh no, not the deadly gas. Oh yeah, let me replay the sulfuric acid clip because the sound, because I don't think it played when we were in the entrance. Where is it? Let's run it. Ooh, I just love sulfuric acid. There you go. There you go. Yeah, how you guys doing? How you guys doing on this fair? Oh, we're so cubist now. We're so geometric. Peck School wanted us to be cubist, and here we are. And yeah, I have been thinking about adding more art history scenes, you know, because we got our cubist one, we got our ancient Egyptian one, and so on and so forth. But was thinking, wait, I already added Art Deco, right? I feel like one that I haven't added that I might want to add is, let's see, we have Surrealism, we have Medieval, we have Cubist, Egyptian, Art Deco. There's Art Nouveau. I could add Art Nouveau. That was another one that I was thinking of. I had like a whole list of them. Rococo! Maybe a Rococo classroom, but then that would require me to get better at art. Oh no. Gothic would be another cool one, actually. Actually, how would that... Let's see. So the board maybe gets some flying buttresses, or mayhaps the table becomes whatever that thing is that the priest, like, the lectern, is that what it's called? The lectern? Where they talk about how you're gonna burn in detention. See, the oldest chemical weapon. If you have some sulfur and tar, you get the oldest chemical weapon. Oh, we're incorporating history into this now. What does that make? I finished my project. The Molotov with your name on it. No, don't put my name on it. Don't put my name on it. That could be all you. You already got the extra credit. You already got the extra credit. But yeah, I like the sound of like a gothic classroom. Maybe not gothic, you know, like my my immortal style gothic, but you know, the church style. Lots of light, lots of height, you know. Maybe some stained glass windows in here to liven the place up a little bit. So there's that. There's also Rococo. The extra credit for throwing it at the church. No, our school's gonna become a church, or at least the architecture is gonna be, once I get around to it. Oh, you got the cats. You summoned the cats. Schnackery left earlier. He was in here yelling at me, crying even. Let's see, let's erase this. I already saved this, so no worries. I have been in a doodling mood. Let's see. I'll draw Numemon. Ever since I got this V-Pet, or not got it, I've actually had the V-Pet for a while. But ever since I got more invested in it, I accidentally got a Numemon, which if you guys don't know Digimon, it's kind of like a kind of gross, like, poopy Digimon. It'd be looking kind of uggo. Like, I'll even show you. It's got teeth. I think that's one of the biggest things about this Digimon, is that it has teeth. It's kind of uggo, but it turns into the teddy bear. So I've started, like, gaining more of an appreciation for it. There we go. I was thinking of what to yap about today, because okay, so the whole thing with me making a like just chatting stream for today, because over the past few weeks you might have noticed that I don't usually stream on Tuesdays, because those are my office days. Tuesday and Wednesday I'm usually at the office, and by the time I get back I'm pretty tired. But I wanted to try out, because I'm gonna be busy this Thursday. I wanted to try out streaming on the Tuesday when I come back from work, just to see if it's viable. And I thought just chatting would be a good thing to like, I don't know, start myself off on. I don't know if that's the right green. There you go. Now it looks like Reptar. Yeah, I thought this would be like a good way to, I don't know, like kind of decompress from work. But the big thing is that I didn't go to the office today because I might be getting sick. I don't know. I woke up with like a migraine, and like I felt like kind of congested. So just out of precaution, I like texted my boss and was like, I don't think I can come in today. Like I don't feel like I'm dying, but I feel like it's like starting, you know, like the sickness, like some kind of cold is starting. So, you know, just as a precaution, because I do work at an office, right? I'm trying to get the eyes just right. I'm doing this without a reference, by the way. I'm doodling him from memory. Does he have red eyes? And then black pupils. There you go. There you go. Say Shun hello. Welcome, welcome. You should draw your Digimon in medieval bestiary style. Yo, you know, I was thinking about that. I was actually thinking about that. The only thing is I'm doing this with mouse right now. Let me move this over to the side. But I have been thinking about that lately. You kind of read my mind. First, let's finish off this guy. Deselect. Why is it not deselecting? There we go. Our chemistry TA glitch mushroom is giving more info in the chat right now. I'm reading through it. Dang, you're taking me back to like high school chemistry, which I was like overjoyed to even get a C in. Hello, folk. Hello. Ammonia overglowing coal is a quick way to make. Oh no, I can't read any of this out loud. I hope you understand. I'm not gonna be reading any of this out loud. This is dangerous. This is dangerous. Medieval bestiary style. Okay, let me get a reference out. Let's get Garurumon. And then let's see what dogs look like. Dogs medieval. We had chem together? I don't think... Did we? I had... of course, we can't be saying any names, but I had the Asian Wait, that doesn't narrow it down. That doesn't narrow it down at all. I don't remember. Okay, in the classroom where you had chemistry class... For a little background, me and Mega Bronson went to the same high school. Did the room that you were in were the tables all in rows? Like it wasn't like individual seats, it was like just like 4 long rows of seats. I don't know if that narrows it down at all. Yeah? Okay, I think we did. I think we might have. I still have pictures from that time. We definitely had history together because I still have like videos of that one time. I think we could talk about this. Do you remember like in history class we played a game where we simulated World War One? I distinctly remember you being like the ace in the hole. Like I distinctly remember you being like the negotiator, being the one you know, talking some sense into people. Just draw a few of your faves and get ChatGPT to make a bestiary of them. No, I'm not using. Like, I know you use the thing that I don't like, but I'm not gonna be using that. I was going to school along with a bear. We're we both went to we're both bears, so you could say that we both went to a bear high school. Even though our mascot, I can't even say the mascot. Even though it's a pretty common mascot, I feel like that would be too close. Too close. We all lost. I think your group won. Yeah, my group did win. We were literally the only ones that won. Let's just say that our high school mascot was the Bears. Let's just say that. You're welcome. Just like in Zootopia, exactly. Well, it's kind of like a, you know, for some humans in the chat, right? For some of the humans in the chat, sometimes there are schools with human mascots, right? Like you got the, I don't know, the Highlanders, the Knights, the Conquistadors, I guess. Like the Spartans, right? So you just got to imagine that our high school mascot was like was like a bear, but like with some kind of historical outfit. We were like the Egyptian bears or something like that. Who are we? The Wildcats. Who are we gonna beat? The Wildcats. Go Ducks. That's okay. First of all, now I got so many ideas. So first we have medieval. Let's do medieval. I'm doing this all with mouse. I do have a tablet, but like I prefer doing that kind of drawing on my iPad. So medieval Garurumon. And then the next one will be high school mascot. Maybe the fighting bears or something like that. Okay, so first of all, what does a medieval dog look like? Let's get some images here. Oh Jesus Christ. these look pretty interesting. Medieval. Let's do medieval marginalia. I feel like that will help. Okay, I got some samples here. MS Paint to give it the Ungak-esque feel. Yeah. Oh wait, why isn't it going to black? There we go. I'm just gonna eyeball this. And then go long body. Chest. Arms. That looks more like a deer, but you know, we're gonna roll with it. Oh god, he looks fat. Okay, give me some time to do my best with this. Okay. The reference I'm using is also mirrored, so you gotta trust me when I say I'm doing my best. Oh my god, there's neighbors screaming outside. This time they're not fighting. I think they're just... Is there some kind of sports ball event going on? Oh no, that's too long. That's way too long. We're gonna turn this into Garurumon real quick. You just gotta trust in the process, as they say. Big bicep. It's a very strong Garurumon. Digimonalia, right? Yeah, sports. Now can anyone else name chemical weapon recipes? I like that we're having a pseudo like art plus like it's a combination art chemistry class. Like woo streaming or art. It's like a woo. Like whoever this person supports, they're winning. I feel like it's some kind of sports ball situation, but I don't know what sport is currently in season. Is it the basketball? Is it the baseball? Is it the I don't know, golf? Like volleyball? Okay, let's take a look at Garurumon. What does Garurumon look like again? Oh yeah, he's got those like spikes. He's got those like the ears like oh. Oopsie poopsie. You got the ears that go like that. And you know what? If it looks janky, we're gonna embrace that. That's kind of the aesthetic. Come on, it's MS Paint and medieval marginalia. Like come on, come on. You got a big ol' honker, big ol' nose. This is starting to look more like Gabumon, but you know what? That's okay. Happy mistakes and whatnot. And then he got like this. This is actually very hard without like a tablet, just using the mouse. I think I gotta zoom in for this. Oh jeez, it's zoomed into Nubemon and his very, very red eyes. Okay. Wait, how do medieval eyes look like? Oh, okay, so there's like a like this thing going on. Now we're cooking with gas. We need some stripes. This is looking more like Saber Leomon, but happy mistakes and whatnot. It's not hand egg season or slide puck season, that's all I know. According to XKCD, it might be basketball. Ooh. Oh, what team are playing? I don't usually care about basketball, but you know, I gotta rep Los Bincos, and the what's a way to euphemize the basketball team that Los Bincos is known for? We can't be using the the actual name of it, or else John Lakers is gonna kill me. Okay, instead of lake, maybe river. The Riverers, the Los Bincos Riverers. The Los Bincos Oceaners. Bearkers. The Los Bincos Bearkers. Let's go, Bearkers. Just call them the Bears. Every sports team is the Bears. This is true. This is true. This is a good point. The Bearkers. Nobody named a chemical weapon, so I would recommend avoiding these structures churches in your house. He's got, so Garurumon also has like these like spike thingies. Like, they almost look like wings, but they're more like just like these things. Yeah, let's erase some overlap. Rin, hello! We're just yapping right now. It's just a chill yap session, but I'm also drawing Digimon in the style of medieval marginalia. It was a recommendation. I'm actually having fun with it so far. I'm just not used to for one, drawing with mouse. Two, drawing on MS Paint. I don't know how Randon makes it look so easy. And then he has the nerve to say, like, I don't like it looks bad. The absolute gall. The absolute Charles de Gaulle. When I was folding laundry today, I was watching, are you guys familiar with the YouTube channel called Hochelaga? He comes out with pretty cool videos about, like, it's like kind of like Catholic stuff, but it's all, well, not Catholic, it's like Christian stuff, but also like esoterica. So it's like, here's all the weird creatures in the Bible. Yellow. Chemical recipes, right? Chemical weapons recipes. I don't know any chemical chemical recipes. I can name, if you put sodium with chloride together, it makes salt. Oh, we have a medieval classroom now. Let me move the cats down here. And then maybe the music up here. There you go. Brandon, I can't draw Nuring, and his photorealistic dog nose for real. Or like that one time he made like an apple or something. Or was that completely unrelated streamer Vesper Noir? I actually forget, but I just remember that. Just being like, Jesus Christ, dude. Like, can you leave some skill for the rest of us, mayhap? I'm actually really enjoying this. I'm actually really liking how this derpy medieval Garurumon is turning out. He does need comically large paws, though, kind of like my cat. It needs to be comically large because he got the claws. Hey, that's not too bad. We need to draw the claws. And then erase. There you go. Vesper? Never heard of him. You talking about Alucard from Castlevania? Never heard of the guy. Never heard of my sweet dead grandpire. This is turning out like delightfully derpy. Why his leg is like so out? Okay. Part of this experience is also every time I zoom in, and it zooms in like way too uncomfortably to Numemon, the little poop Digimon. Man, this is great. I'm kind of having a gay old time right now. Vesper theory? What do you what is oh no, it says Vesper theory. Is a carbon oxohalide. Are you like a chem major and or teacher, Glitch Mushroom? Cause you be dropping the facts. No? Then where are you getting all of this? We're getting a debut soon. I know, but also that means that Casper isn't gonna stream for a while. Didn't he say that like it could be as short as like a couple weeks or so, but it could be as long as like a couple months or so? I totally understand, but I'm also like, Can I get a synthesis for lead stiffenate? Oh no, you guys are talking too much about science. This is an art history class. You can't be talking about science in here. I'm just kidding. I've been thinking a lot about well, my little sister, she's gonna be a senior in high school soon, and I've been chatting with her about like what she wants to do for college and stuff. And she says she's actually thinking about nursing, which like I don't know. I think that's really interesting because that is like, you know, a Filipino stereotype of like all Filipinos go into nursing. But my parents just so happen to be the kind of parents that are like, you don't have to. They're very, very like, I don't know. I feel like their upbringing was very restrictive. So because of that, they're to us, to like me and my siblings are always like, just do what makes you happy. Like it doesn't have to make a lot of money. You know, like as long as you're happy, you can do whatever you want, which is why I majored in art history. So for for her to like be considering nursing is like, oh, okay, that's pretty interesting. Like nothing against nursing at all. I mean, it's pretty stable, I would assume. But also like that's a lot of schooling, and I don't know, part of me is just scared because that would also potentially be a lot of trauma. Not even potentially, like almost for sure, it's gonna be a lot of trauma, right? It's gonna be a lot of like trauma. I'm gonna miss him so hard. Me too. I do teach for a price at some places. Ah, so tutoring, nice. Can you describe Kandinsky's significance both historically and stylistically? So Kandinsky, he was an abstract artist, or a lot of his art was very abstract. His I'm actually like not super I'm not that much of an expert on like modern art. I am a modern art apologist, but I am familiar with the work of Kandinsky because I think his work is pretty neat. His work is what's called abstract, and abstract means that it doesn't necessarily look like anything in real life, but of course, like people like with any form of like art will draw their own conclusions. So he could draw like a completely random assortment of images, or not just him, like any abstract artist could draw like a completely random assortment of images, and people will like just based off of their own whatchamacallit, like interpretations and experiences, based off their own experiences, they're gonna interpret it in different ways. So if you look at Kandinsky's work, a lot of his work was often compared to like or not, it's kind of described as kind of like a lyrical work. Like you can kind of relate some of his compositions to music, because ostensibly when you actually look at his artwork, actually let's do that. Let's do that, shall we? I don't know if you were just like asking me for the bit because I was like, this is an art history class, you guys can't be talking about chemistry. Even though I do welcome it. But let's actually look at the work of Kandinsky, because I just remember one of his works was used as the basis for a, like, I think it was a Google Arts and Culture game where you use his work as like music. So Vasily Kandinsky, he's late, what is this, late 19th century, early 20th century. So give me a second. We're putting the art away just for a second. So let's take a look at so you guys see like a lot of his earlier artwork is a bit more figural, as in it resembles something, but then let's go ahead and I'm just gonna pick this random one over here. Painting with a red stain. So his like once again, like I haven't really studied this guy that well, but I know my mom likes this artist a lot, and then I do see Kandinsky's every so often whenever I go on like museum outings. So as you can see, it's abstract, as in like it's not meant to resemble anything in particular, but based off your own experiences, you're gonna be able to look at it and be like, oh, I think, for example, like this shape over here. Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in, shall we? To me, this one reminds me of like a ballet dancer, right? There's something about like the little ruffles here that remind me of like a ballerina dress. This could be like flowers in the hair, right? But it could easily just be like a lightning bolt, or it could just be like a random shape that Kandinsky just kind of like put on the canvas and decided to work off of that, right? So a lot of critiques that I've heard, or like good critiques that I've heard, is that his art is very lyrical. It's very musical. It's almost as if you can like hear the music that would be playing as your eye travels on the composition itself, right? So here it might be like a flurry of different notes and sounds. I don't really have the vocab to talk about music either, but like a flurry of different sounds, right? And then maybe here it's a little bit like more mellow, smoother, and then you get to the big red spot over here where it's just like a boom with like trumpets and horns and such. And then as your eye travels through it, like maybe here there's all these little like little colors, little delicate pastel colors and little like strokes of the brush. So maybe it's a little bit more like violins, flute sounds, a little bit lighter sounding, right? Yeah, that's just my interpretation. That's just how I'm interpreting it on the fly, you know? So he has this kind of musical quality to his paintings. But what was his significance historically and stylistically? I don't know if he's like definitely he's one of the more well-known in terms of like abstract artists. I think he pulls it off really well too, because the whole thing with abstract and modern art is a lot of people will right away be like, oh, modern art, that's not real art. My nephew could do that. But when you like look at compositions that are this complex, it's like yeah, someone could, but like there is kind of a rhyme and reason to it, right? Like there's things like balance of color, balance of composition. Like if he just piled all of these individual like blobs of paint into one corner and left the rest of it blank, that might give you a different message compared to like this, where like all of the elements are kind of spread out, right? And then you guys were talking about very specific works. Der Blau Raider? Let me Google that one. Der Blau Raider. Is it the one with the horse? Oh, the Blue Rider. Ooh. Is it this one? Dang it, I need to bring this down. Is this one of them? And then another one that Apolin mentioned is Several Circles. So let's do Kandinsky, Several Circles. Oh, this looks so pretty. Wait, this reminds me of a certain like Japanese music video that I've seen before. Guggenheim Museum. Is this Wikimedia Commons? Let's take a look at this. I decline. Oh, this is so pretty. This reminds me of, oh, what was that song? It's a Japanese song. It's about the Little Mermaid. But it has a very like light but like kind of poignant feel to it, right? Cause like okay, let's do like a on the cuff, like on the fly analysis. So we have here a canvas that is almost entirely black or a dark color. Let's see if we can open this in another. Ooh, there we go. It's entirely black. You do see a little bit of what's called wash. It's kind of like that effect when I don't know, when you mix like water with paint. There's like layers of wash here. So you see a little bit of like the black, but then it gets a little bit lighter. But there's what's it called? The edges are pretty concrete. There's not like a soft transition into like this darker black. It's a pretty hard one, and I think that's caused by like the wash of like paint. We're also seeing a lot of circles overlapping each other. They all seem to be perfect circles too, not just like what is it, like ellipses or anything. They seem to be perfect circles. Some of them are overlapping each other, some of them are completely separate. It's reminding me of like astronomy in a way, but definitely like an abstract astronomy, because like any kind of mass in space, like they might not have all of these other masses so close to them without, you know, their gravity affecting each other in some way. Like if this is like a big planet or a moon and these are like a whole bunch of asteroids, these would be like plummeting towards this planet. So this is like almost like a fantasy astronomy type feel for me personally, because like you wouldn't see something like this unless it's supposed to be like an abstract depiction of, like, for example, Jupiter with its like 60 freaking moons or something like that. Because I think Jupiter does have like a whole bunch of moons, but like some of them are like right next to it, some of them are like way behind it, and some of them are way in front of it. I think it's called like the Trojans and the Greeks or something like that. Trying to see if there's any like rhyme or reason with the color scheme, because you are seeing some really vibrant tones like this orange over here, this red, but you're also seeing some pastel tones like this kind of light lavender, this over here. This, I kind of like this. This is like, I kind of like this because it isn't as chaotic as like some of the other works that people usually associate with Kandinsky. Like, you know, this feels kind of chaotic, right? This too, like, I think this is really pretty, but it's also just very chaotic. But, you know, different strokes for different folks. I kind of like this. He was one of the first to really break into... Oh, post-impressionism. So, like, we're talking Van Gogh and stuff like that. Or Van Gogh, as they call him. This is from 1926, totally out of its time. Reminds me of sequins, yeah. Especially, like, those sequin pillows where you, like... You push your hand over it and it like makes another design entirely. It's from 1926. When is the rest of his works from? Oh, earlier. Oh, this is like World War I. Study for improvisation. The cow. I want to see the cow. Interesting. So, oh, you can kind of make out some architectural like figures over here. I think I talked about this before, but there's this whole thing too with abstract and modern and contemporary art. By the way, if you guys want to know the difference, contemporary art usually refers to art from around, I want to say, maybe some fellow art historians can help me, but I want to say like 1970s to present day. Present time! And then modern art is usually talking about art from like the late 1800s, like 1890s, like the advent of like photography basically, into I want to say like the 1950s, 1960s, and 70s. So when people say modern art, if we're going like with the well actually like kind of term, like art history term, modern art is like, yeah, like early 20th century basically. Contemporary is like the stuff that we see nowadays, like your Yayoi Kusamas and whatnot. But then that also comes off as being a little pedantic sometimes. Like if you're talking to someone that doesn't have any knowledge of art history and you're just like, yeah, I'm not really a fan of modern art. Actually, what you're referring to is contemporary. It's not modern. Then it comes off as very pedantic. It comes off as very like, okay, oh, all right, Miss Art History major. All right, Zoidberg from Futurama, who has a doctorate in art history. Dude, when he revealed that little nugget of information, I felt so seen, but also a little embarrassed. Just like a little bit. It's a pentimento! Look up Improvisation 27 by Kandinsky. I had to take a photo of myself next to the painting at the Met for a project in an art history class. Ooh, cool. I will take a look at that. Now put the fries in the bag, little pro. No. Let's improvisation 27. Maybe it's on here. Improvisation 27. Nah, it's not on here. Or is it? Oh yeah, here it is. Oh, cool. It's interesting because it's like the more you look at it, the more you start to see certain features. Like when I was looking at the cow, let's go back to the cow. That one, like you do start to see, I don't know, where was it? At first, I was like, oh, is this whole mass over here like the cow, right? But then you start to like, if you just like stare at it, like that one movie. Oh, what was that one movie where they were staring at the pointillism piece? Anyway, you start to see like the spots here are definitely the cow, and then you start to see like this figure to me looks like a milkmaid, right? Not a milker. This is the milker, but like a milkmaid, right? Like she has kind of like a what's it called? Like a head covering here. She has a dress with some designs on it. She has a white top. Right here is the cow. You see like a horn over here. I don't really see the rest of the face. It might be hidden behind like what looks like flowers, but you see the spots. You see the tail. In the background, it looks like it could be some kind of hill. And then you do see a little bit of what looks like architecture in the background over here, because like these geometric shapes here, I see like they really could just be brushstrokes, but like because they're so geometric, they're so like square shaped, our eye kind of makes us think like, oh, this is something man-made. You kind of see that here too. It's almost like it is in perspective and there's a little bit of curvature to it, but that is a rectangle. So all of this looks like architecture. It looks man-made. Whereas if it's all what's called organic is like shapes that aren't geometric. And let's break that down real quick. So geometric shapes are the shapes that you learn in like kindergarten, right? So like your circles, your triangles, rectangles, squares, parallelograms, your rhombuses, and whatnot. Usually they're very like carefully measured, right? There's formulas to figure out their like area and not location, but like their area, their diameter, and all that good stuff. I don't remember what grade I got in geometry, but I just remember I didn't like it. As opposed to that, the opposite is what's called organic shapes. So these are shapes that are a bit more curvy. They're shapes that you see in nature, like leaves and flowers, clouds. Those are all examples of organic shapes. So when you usually see organic shapes like these blobs over here, you might be more likely to associate it with nature. Whereas if you see stuff like diamonds over here, squares, rectangles, then you're more likely to associate it with something man-made. Not always, you know. Always take what I'm saying with a grain of yummy salt. But that's just how it be. That's just how it be. So modern art is now modern. Smash his phone. Couple on horseback is also a really interesting one. Yeah, I had a pocket selfie next to it. Oh, cool. Grass-fed shapes. Free range even. Yes, they are very free range. Let's take a look at the one that Alpaca was talking about. Alpaca? Oh, this one's also really nice. What the hey? Actually, give me a second. I gotta mute for a bit. All right, we're back. I was just chatting with Beans. He got back from class. So what were we looking at? We were looking at we were just looking at it. Where is it? Improvisation 27. I was right up here. Okay. Okay, so yeah, let's take a look at this one. So improvisation, meaning that he might have just like had an empty canvas in front of his face and just kind of like vibed, you know? Like he just took out his paints and just started painting. But if we take a look, I do feel like we can start to see some familiar shapes. Oh yeah, so I think I was starting to mention this and then I got sidetracked, but the whole thing with titles and modern art is that I do remember one of my Oshis, Jufute Radin from Regloss, from Hololive Regloss. She's an art history gal as well, and she was talking a little bit about like abstract and contemporary art, and I like her take on it. But she also said something about like sometimes in a lot of modern art you'll see an artist just say untitled, right? Like there is no title, and that's because they want their viewer to kind of like look at it and kind of come up with their own maitake guru 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 guru, yeah. They want art, like the artists who don't title their works, they kind of want the audience to come up with their own interpretation. And the whole thing is, if you apply a title on a piece of modern, especially like abstract work, then it's already kind of leading your it's already kind of like leading you on. I don't know if that's the right phrase, but like it's starting to pigeonhole you into a certain thing. Like that other work that we saw that was just called The Cow, right? It's like, oh, now my eyes are looking for a cow, you know, and then we did end up finding it. So but had it not been titled The Cow, then maybe I would have come up with a different interpretation, right? But then again, sometimes artists do that because they you know, they want to kind of like lead your eye, or they kind of want you to think about like, oh yeah, this is supposed to be a cow, you know? But here the title is just called Improvisation 27. So let's take a look see. Let's see. I'm seeing a whole lot of different colors. So once again with Kandinsky, his colors are always on point. Like he always like seems to be pretty, I dare say, like playful with his colors. Because if you want to be like really intentional with your colors, you usually use like some kind of color scheme, right? So maybe you might use a lot of what's called warm colors. So these are your yellows, your oranges, your reds. You might put that all together, or you might use a color scheme like a complementary one. A complementary color scheme would be something where you have one color and then you have its opposite on the color wheel. So for example, red and green. So here's red, here's green. You would put that together, right? So that's another example of a color scheme. Overall, though, it feels like Kandinsky's just using every single color that he can create. So like we got blue here, we got green, we got yellow, orange, red, a little bit of magenta, pink, purple, right? So he might just be vibing with it. He might just be like, yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna put paint on here, you know? This was made during World War I, so there's some context. Ah, okay. I am starting to see some, so I'm gonna tell you guys what my interpretation is, how I'm seeing the shapes, but you guys are of course free to tell me your interpretation too. If you need to dispose of biological waste, use a strong base. Oh man. So right from the get-go, right in the center, it reminds me of like how a kid would draw the sun. Like if you told like a 5-year-old to like, oh, can you draw me like a house with like the sun in the corner, they would use a shape like this, right? With like the little orb first and then like the sun rays jutting out from it. But from there, the kind of childishness kind of fades away because this right here, this green shape, immediately looks like a person. To me, it looks like a person who's like either they were on the floor, they were lying down, and they're propping themselves up. Like this pink part is kind of the arm, right? But this other arm looks like they're holding their arm in front of them, maybe towards whatever this figure is right here. Almost as if saying like, no, don't, you know? Like they're propping themselves up. These are the legs. This is the head. This is one arm propping themselves up. And then this is another hand maybe like being like, no, don't come any closer, you know? So then that begs the question of like, what is this person like doing that gesture towards, right? Because there's a shape over here. To me, it kind of reminds me of a horse. Like this kind of looks like the mane of a horse. But if we're going off of the context of like, oh, this was during World War I, maybe this could be an enemy soldier or like someone who's like raiding or pillaging like a local village or something like that. You also have a kind of mysterious shape over here. Immediately, it reminds me of a person who like is like hiding their face with their arm, right? Like it because Alpaca had said like this is made around World War I. That does kind of like change your interpretation, right? Because now I'm like, ooh, World War I was a very scary time, very traumatic time, usually associated with like like trench warfare and like mustard gas. All those terrible things, right? And like photography kind of recording all of it. Let's see. The subtitle of this painting is The Garden of Love 2. Ah, okay, okay. These kind of remind me of like what you would see kind of blocking off like in a like trench warfare. There's like these little I don't know what they're called, like fences basically to cordon off what is essentially like no man's land. I know it's also like that's more of like a World War II thing as well, but yeah, I don't know, that's what that reminds me of. Garden of Love. I don't know, because the whole thing with like color too is that you're almost like leaving it up to interpretation, because sometimes red can mean something passionate, something romantic, but red can also mean like flowing blood, you know? Blue is often associated with like emotions, emotional damage. But it can also mean, like calming waves, something like that. Killing Vanilla, hello, welcome. We're doing an impromptu like art analysis of the work of a guy named Vasily Kandinsky. I love being filled with blood. Yeah, it's a great feeling. Doesn't seem like there's too much love here. It is because, like I said, once it was planted in my head that like this was around the same time as World War I, then that begs the question if this is about World War I, right? Or it could be like Kandinsky was, like I said, I don't even know like the personal history of Kandinsky, so I don't know if he was like literally in the war grounds, or if he just so happened to be like catching sight of it from like the advent of photography, right? Because like the big thing with World War I was that like it was one of the first wars where you are where people are taking pictures. There's a war of photographers, and these pictures are making their way back to people that aren't fighting the war. So now you get people seeing like beforehand, like the Napoleonic Wars, the like wars of succession in Europe and stuff. They used to be these things of glory, of like, oh, my young boy or my loving paramour is going off to war to fight for our country, to fight for what we believe in, or to fight to make sure that like that country that I dislike is not getting their way, is not getting their succession war, It's this honorable thing, and in many ways, like lots of people still see it that way. But now that you have photography taking pictures of people that are like getting trench foot and like getting like mustard gassed and all of that stuff, these pictures are making their way back to like the people in the cities and the towns, and they're like, oh my gosh, like, oh my gosh, this war stuff is terrible. And yeah, don't get me wrong, like of course people knew that like PTSD existed way before the advent of photography and like gunpowder and firearms. Like people in like ancient wars were getting PTSD. but like this is the first time that you kind of see it like I guess proliferated in the same way that social media and like phones, cameras on our phones have kind of done the same for like recent like political and like socio-economic things, right? So yeah, what else? I mean, if you look at this part over here, it also kind of reminds me of like a little bit of the Guernica feel, where you just have like a lot of like lines. These like dark brown lines kind of remind me of like bones and skeletons, right? But if you're also calling it if it's also the subtitle is Garden of Love, then let's see if we can reinterpret that, right? There is some like soft colors with the figure over here. It still looks like it's like looking this way and being like, no, stop. But then you also have like the sun figure over here. You do have a lot of like warm colors as well. So, up to interpretation. Make cannibalism legal. No. But all right, there was another one that Apolin had recommended. Oh, we do have an ad break soon. Let me snooze it just for now. Couple on horseback. Let's check out that one. Then let me close some of these windows. Kandinsky, couple on horseback. Oh, this one's cool. Couple riding. Oh, this one's a little bit more figurative. It's less abstract. I like that you can definitely see the canvas texture on this one. Oh, this one is turning more into like the post-impressionism like Van Gogh like style. This one's so cool. This one's so cool. So this one's definitely more figurative. You can definitely make out more of the shapes. Really shows his journey. Yeah, it shows his roots too. Like everything here looks very Slavic. Is he so Kandinsky? That sounds Slavic. Is he's Russian. Okay, he's Russian. Yeah, like the SKY at the end of the name reminds me of like Slavic names. So yeah, he's Russian. Thank you, thank you. This one's so cool because you do see, is this one of his earlier works? Oh yeah, 1906, 1907. This looks like it's one of his earlier works because it looks like it's bridging impressionism and post-impressionism. So if you guys need an idea of what like impressionism would be, it would be like Monet, I want to say. That rhymes. Post-impressionism is Van Gogh. So like you start to see like there's still some like figural stuff. You see like clouds over here. You see what looks like lights, but you are seeing kind of that impressionist taste, which is basically like you're not trying to like accurately 100% like 100% accurately portray what you're seeing. You're trying to get the impression of it. You're trying to get like you're trying to get like the feeling or the vibe of it. And I think that's really well executed here. So I'm seeing what looks like a town or a city that's like walled, and then it's kind of it's either on an island or a peninsula or something, and then around it is water. Or maybe this is a moat, you know? But the lights of the city are being reflected in this water. And then over here in the foreground, we see like land, and then we see a bunch of trees, and then we see what looks like a couple riding on a horse. Even though it is like, literally, if you take a look at the figures themselves, it kind of looks like they could have been painted with just like a single brush stroke, right? Look at this person's face. It's literally like a single brush stroke, but then they like carved out some of the features that look like an eye, a nose, a mouth. And it looks like she's wearing the usual headdress that you would associate with like 18th, 19th century Russian regalia, right? I forget what the name of that headdress is, but let me take a look at it right now. Russian headdress. Kokoshnik. Okay. Kokoshnik. Like these headdresses, right? That's what that reminds me of. Like if you take a look at this, and then you look back on the painting, that looks like what she's wearing. And then it looks like you see like her dress draping over, and then you see that she's like in the arms of like another person over here. This person even has like decorations on their arms, or like their shirt has like this cool like alternating design to it. And it's cool because you can kind of imagine Kandinsky is just using his paintbrush and just tuk, 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 right? You can even tell it's so, I don't know, this is so cool because the idea of just like making an entire figure with the fewest amount of brushstrokes is so cool to me because look, you can even tell that this horse that they're on has braided hair. And like the thing is, if you ever try to draw braids, it's actually deceptively hard. I know because I've tried. There's like a whole formula to it. But here, he's not following a formula. He's just putting the brush down. He's just like, tuk, 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 tuk. But it works. It works really well. Let's see. I'm out of chemical weapons recipes. That's okay. We could also yeah. We can give the chemical talk a bit of a rest. We can appreciate the art on the screen right now as well. But thank you for all of the tidbits in chat. I just really like the effect over here on the water, or what we presume to be water, where it's like it's the reflected light, right? It's not perfectly what light would look like when reflected in water, but he gets the feeling of it. He gets the vibe of it. So by looking at it, if you are familiar with how like light reflects in water, it like conjures up that memory for you. Like you know that this is supposed to be light reflected in water. And he did it with just like what looks like just a couple of brush strokes. I'm sure this took like years and years and years to make, but it's just so cool. The feeling, exactly, alpaca. That is good art. I see horse with people making out. Exactly, exactly. So yeah, this is more figural, and then you start to see him go into more abstract stuff like this. So it's a pretty cool evolution of style. Pretty cool development. So yeah, see, he goes from like, oh, we do have an ad break coming up. Stuff like this where you can kind of make out the shapes, to stuff like this where it's like super abstract. The background looks out of focus, which is pretty. Yeah, that too. That too. So we do have an ad break coming up. I'm gonna go ahead and put you guys. Oh no, I'm floating. You guys didn't see that. I'll see you guys after the ad break, and then maybe we'll either continue our drawing or we'll talk more about Kandinsky. Okay, we're back. We're back. That was quick, right? I put on a playlist called, what is this? Fruitiger Arrow for sleepy robots to return to their charging station too. It's very random core, in a way. So I think I'll go for maybe just about an hour more because I am starting to get a bit tired. Maybe I am getting sick. I hope not. Well, I already told my boss that I'm probably not gonna go to the office tomorrow. I hope he understands. Well, he did text back. He said that he understands, but I still get kind of paranoid. I'm like, what if he hates me? I know I kind of randomly just clicked on this one, Composition 6, but oh my gosh, this is so cool. Oh, Ren, thank you. Thank you for the pet. This one's really cool. Now, I kind of want to see if... Excuse me. I kind of want to see if there was like a Google Arts and Culture. It was like a Kandinsky music game. I'm just gonna look it up. Chrome Music Lab? Is this the one? It's based off the works of Kandinsky. Yeah, I think this is it. Okay. If you guys also want to play with this, I'll put the link in the chat real quick. He hates us! This is a pretty cool one. I remember like playing around with this when I was still starting out with teaching and people were giving me ideas on like, oh, you could use this for your kiddos back when I used to teach at like a Filipino school for the summer. So I believe there you go. You could draw things. And it makes a sound. Oh. And then you could play it. So it's like vaguely kind of like you know, based off like the works of Kandinsky. How do I forgot how to like you can make it in different colors, but I forgot how to do that. Where is there like a help bar? Reset the canvas. Yeah. Oh, here. This experiment is inspired by Vasily Kandinsky, an artist who compared painting to making music. It turns anything you draw into sound. Oh, okay, let's make some shapes. There you go. That's what changes the color. So if it's a line, it does that. If it's a shape... Oh no, it didn't. I guess it didn't close all the way. Oh, it sings! Will a square work? Yeah, I guess a square just doesn't work, so it has to be something like a triangle. So then if you play it all together... There we go! So let's see if we can get some inspiration from some of Kandinsky's actual works. So this one has like some parallel lines. It has like a triangle. It has some like moon shapes. So let's see if we can copy that. Let's use another color. Let's reset. So quickly, let's look at our reference. So I guess you can use abstract art as references as well. That's something I never really thought of. Okay. So we got some big sweeping shapes like this. I wonder if I can like fill in the line like that. Oh, okay. And then what else do we have? We have a couple of like mountain shapes too. What else? Oh yeah, those moon shapes. So far I want different colors now. So let's start putting a little bit of like triangle in there. Maybe some smaller ones. And then what else? Oh yeah, we want like those parallel lines. And then let's also add some faces. Oh no, that turned... I wanted that to be a triangle. Do it again. There you go. Add some more circles. And then more parallel lines. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh! That's awesome. That's also really loud. I just looked at the... Sorry, I just looked at the OBS audio mixer and I'm like, oh, that's really loud actually. Draw random and see what you get. Let's do it. Let's do it. Wait, I want to listen to this with lower volume. Oh. Amazing. I really derailed this stream by mentioning Kandinsky. It's not a derailment. There wasn't a lot of like, I didn't kind of... Okay, this is kind of like a not good streamer tip. Like, even Randon was like, when you do like a just chatting, you should have some topics prepared to talk about. I kind of just like was hoping to freeball it. I scheduled this you know, just chatting stream to see if it was possible for me to do after an office day. I didn't even go into the office today. So I kind of came in with not much to talk about. That's why I was like, I'll draw an MS Paint. I'll draw an MS Paint and we'll see what happens. So I'm actually really glad, Apolin, that you mentioned Kandinsky. So yeah, if you, like, for any fellow streamers or anyone that's hoping to stream, you really should come in with something to talk about. You really should. Don't do what I did and just hope that the audience will give you something to talk about. But luckily it worked out. It worked out. Matthew, hello. Thank you for the 17 months. You're late for the yapping? It's okay. It's something to talk about. Yeah, exactly. Have no plans. No. You should totally have plans. You should totally have plans. But yeah, Matthew, no worries. We were talking about Apolin was just mentioned the artist Kandinsky, so we were looking at some of their artworks, and then I remember that there's this cool program that like it translates any lines that you draw into like sounds. So there's a limit. There's a limit to how many lines you could do. So it erases things. Interesting. So let's, you know, so something like that. And then chat was like, I should draw random and see what happens. So let's do that. Reset the canvas. Okay, so let's see. Let's do just his big old square head. I like to do his hair like this. And then his big old ears, his elf-like ears. Oh my god, his glasses turned into little little guys. What other shapes? Oh, triangles. We need some triangles. So let's add a triangle here. Oh no, that didn't turn into a triangle. Oh wait, my VPet demands attention. It pooped! Okay, clean up the poop. And then we gotta feed it. It's demanding to be fed. My VPet is just like Schnackery in many ways. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, VPet is happy. Let's continue what we were doing. Oh, let's do the triangle here. There you go. And then we put the hair like that. Let's see, what else? Made this for the glasses. I realized I made his ears so big. Let's do big ol' shoulders to balance it out. Oh, we could do triangles here for like the collar of his shirt. Okay, let's see what this sounds like, shall we? It sounds really messed up in the middle. It sounds like it's fine until it gets to the middle because there's just so many sounds. I kind of want to like retry that. But this time we won't make his ears like humorously huge. Make audience work for you now. Art imitates life. He has his eyes on his eye. Let's try that again. So we have big ol' rectangle head, and this time we'll make the ears part of it. No, wait. I know what to do. I know what to do. Okay. I'm gonna start from here. His whole, like, outline of his face is gonna be one line. There we go. Oh my god! It turned into it! I didn't realize I closed it. I made it a closed shape, so now that's what Randon looks like. Okay. Let's do a triangle up here for, like, his tuft. There you go. And next, his big ol' shoulders. 2 triangles for the collar. Oh, that didn't turn into a triangle, whatever. Alright, let's see what we got here. It's very blunt. It's very, like... It's always in the middle where it gets, like, VOM! Casper next, let's try it out. We need the right color. So, we don't quite have a red, so let's see. Actually, let's see what happens when we do this. Oh, that sounds a little bit more refined, more classical. What about this one? I like the little ah. It's like it's Randon. Like he's performing in a band and he wants to contribute, so he's just like ah. Okay, reset. Let's do Casper. So this turns drawings into music. Yeah, let me give you the link. I put it earlier, but I forgot to pin it. So, app. There we go. I'll pin this for you guys. What do you mean unable to pin? OBS. Por qué? Bucket Y. Okay. Casper Catacini. How should I go about this? So, I usually do guidelines. That's why I'm struggling a little, because it's easy with Randon because it's just like square head. But with like human characters, I'll usually do like a guideline like that, you know? So let's let me try to do something like that. Beep. And then cat ears. There you go. He's got his little like braid here. Some more hair down here. Maybe eyes. Oh, his mask. He needs his mask. It looks more like a mustache now that I look at it. It's supposed to be a little uwu face. Let's see what it sounds like. That actually sounds pretty good. Beep. 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 Let's see another color. Oh. I like that. Bop, bop. See, whereas Randon's is just app. you got Casper being like bap bap. That's how he sounds every stream. What about this one? You know the blue color palette is a little lower, so it kind of does remind me of like Randon's voice, whereas like the orange yellow, like that actually does kind of sound like him. Like the teensiest bit, like it's a bit of a stretch, right? Bop bop. Alright, last one. Last one, I'll be a little bit selfish. Oompa oop! I'm gonna draw myself. So let's see, got our bear ears, a little fluff. I messed up the head, that's okay. Triangles for my earrings. you go. Oh no, my eyes! My eyes are little people now. Beep. And then my eyebrows. There we go. Now actually... The teacher! I'm gonna screenshot this. No, actually I can just screenshot the VOD. Let's see how I sound. Let's see how I sound. Oh my god, when my entire outline just goes crazy. Vivek looks exhausted. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, you're right, my eyelashes. Let's see what that sounds like. Oh, I like that. Beep. Beep. This is what plays in her head after a long day at the office. I'm on like the bus, I'm just disassociating, I'm just like beep, 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 beep. And the bus driver's just like, this is the end of the line. It's been the end of the line like for approximately 5 minutes. You gotta get off the bus, lady. And I'm like miles away from my destination. I kinda wanna... Okay, let me take a screenshot of this. There you go. No, wait, better screenshot with the whole Kandinsky setup, right? Lord help her, she's going through it! It's the slow zoom on being 1,000-yard stare with display. Beep, 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 but I'm like on the bus. Okay, one last drawing because Matthew said draw Mr. Pancakes. I did not draw Mr. Pancakes, but we can draw Mr. Pancakes. Let's see. Actually, what do I sound like if I'm orange? This sounds a little closer to what's gonna be playing in my head. See, this sounds too nice. This sounds too nice. We need a little bit of more chaos. Okay, reset. One last drawing. It'll be a abstract take on Mr. Pancakes. Or as abstract as I can make it. Oh, his hat. There we go. His eyes. And then his big ol' schnoz. Oh, he has glasses. I forgot it. I forgot that I gave him glasses, so. Check out Four Eyes over here. And then some little stripes here. Alright. Play that tune. Bah, bah. Will you be nice? I am being nice. He's got 4 eyes. What can I say? What about pink? Oh, it comes out clearer. It's like a pop, pop. I love this. I love this. There we go. The music of Mr. Pancakes. Oh, Koromon fell asleep. Wait, let me tuck him in. There we go. Sleepy guy. The cast pancakes. Not out loud, Matthew. Okay, so another thing we could do is there are more games. I remember ooh, all these are like music related, I think, right? Oscillators, voice spinner. What does that mean? Rhythm, song maker. Oh, this looks like pixel art. Music Lab wants to control and reprogram your MIDI devices. I have MIDI devices. A little meteor. Allow. So you're saying if I just make pixel art? Let's see if we can make Mr. Pancakes. Three blind mice. Three blind mice. That's what that sounds like. Okay. This kind of looks like a monstrosity, but... What does it sound like? Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Poor guy. Yes, I'm sure. Shared piano? This can only end terribly. This can only end terribly. If it gets too hectic, I'm putting the link in chat. If it gets too hectic, I'm pressing the back button, okay? Okay, we're gonna have some discipline in this classroom. We're gonna have some darn discipline in this classroom. See what happens. See what happens when you click it. I'm a frog. Strings. Oh. Marimba. Someone's in here with me. I like that it just shows like your icon, so you don't have to reveal yourself if you don't want to, right? Woodwind? Wait, can we play Ode to Joy here? Uh-oh. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. The joy of wait, dang it. Dun 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 dang it. Dun 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 dun. I'm not musically inclined. I'm not musically inclined. Thank you, dragon. I lost it. Dun, 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 da da dun 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 dun. Glory, glory, glory. Yeah, there you go. There you go, dragon. There you go. You got it. You got it. We got a musician here. Dun, 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 dun. You got this. You got this. I believe in you. Yeah, you got it. It's okay. Keep it going. You did it. Good job. We have a third person in here. Good job. Oh, I could play it higher. Okay. Glory, glory. Dun, 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 dun. Wait, what's that one song? The dun 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 dun. Is that what Whale is playing right now? There's like the dun 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 dun. What about synth? You make the next 90s rock tune. Is that synth? It is synth! What the heck? Oh, wait. Can you guys have your own instrument? So just because I change it to synth, it doesn't make everyone else's synth. I see. So like I guess you could change. Oh yeah, there you go. Someone else changed it. Let's go. Yo, that sounds sick. What the heck? Wait, I kind of dig this. This is so sick. Dun 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 dun. This is so cool. Wait, were we supposed to be recording this whole time? I wasn't paying attention. Look, there's like a little play button here. I missed it. There's like this little blue bar here. What do I do? Oh! Sorry, I didn't mean to like... didn't mean to do that. Oh, why is it so high? Wait, so what happens if I do... Oh! Oh, this was us just playing around. Oh, I see. Wait, let's go back to when you guys were like jamming out. That was pretty cool. This one, okay. I like the consistent rhythm over here, and then this one's just like, it's like jazz. It's like you just go with it. You just go with the flow. Okay, let's stop that. Go back to live. All right, unless any people want to join, I think I'm ready to play another game. Oh wait, Dragon's still playing. Think of the scat man. That's not even me. It was whoever the whale is. Which, if you don't want to reveal yourself, you don't have to. I think that's why it's just like frog, dragon, and whale, right? So, all right. If that's okay with folks, I'm gonna go ahead and click off. You're killing vanilla. You are killing it. You're killing it. That like in a good way. That's awesome. Oh, you were dragon. Nice. Cool. That was fun. Is there any others that we could like collectively do on, or is that... See, these music ones I'm not too familiar with. What's voice spinner? Wait, you know what? I don't know if this is gonna play around with my OBS, cause like it's gonna have to grab the microphone from somewhere, right? Experiments? I played with some of these before, but I remember like once it started like using like it being a little bit more like into using AI, then I was like, I don't know, but let's check it out. Arpeggios. This is one that we were playing with earlier, the Kandinsky. Oscillators, strings, piano roll. Let's do. There's a couple of other experimental ones. It's like Google Arts and Culture. Here you go. There's art filters, art projector, art transfer, story of the day, a virtual book tour around the world. Interesting. Pocket gallery? The Forever Labyrinth? Oh, there was a game here that had to do with creative with food. Let AI inspire your cooking? I don't know. Like, it's not even with the whole like, you know, AI and like the moral and ethics of it. It's also sometimes it's just inaccurate. Like sometimes. Okay, there was game that I had played that was all about like Mesoamerica. I want to see if I could play that one. Art filter, pet portraits. Can you guess the hidden word? XYZ toy? There was like an adventure one. Baguette Sprint. Return of the Cat Mummy. An ancient adventure through the descent of the serpent? I think it's this one, right? Yeah, it's this one. This one has to do with Mesoamerica. Oh, it remembers that I played it at one point. Okay. Start a new game. Museo, what is this? Nacional de Antropología? If you guys aren't familiar with what I mean when I say Mesoamerica, it's basically like parts of Central America, but it's usually used. Oh, he running. Oh, it's kind of loud. Oh no! Visitor, all of Mesoamerica needs your assistance. Tezcatlipoca, the Lord of the Smoking Mirror, has stolen the 20 icons from the inner circle of the Sunstone and hidden them in the past. Is that who that was? What's the problem? Wait, why do these people talk like, what is it? Cult of Lamb. If they're not returned by the equinox, the world will flood. What can I do to help? I will send you back in time. Search Mesoamerica for the 20 icons and return them to Chichen Itza. I love exploring. Time is of the essence. You must return them by the equinox or disaster will befall us all. He said that already. He said that already. Presented by Museo Nacional de Antropología. Cool. Okay, let's continue. We could play as the gods. Okay, so Huitzilopochtli. I remember. Oh, you know what? There's more info here. But there's also Xolotl, which is like the dog god. Xibalanque, which I think that's one of the hero twins, isn't it? Do you guys remember when we did that little watch along? And then Mictlantecutli that's the death god, or that's one of the death gods. We could actually find out more. This is so cool. This is so cool. There's like little info. Huitzilopochtli, Aztec god of war and the sun, represented by a hummingbird, eagle, and a wolf. Xolotl, the Aztec god of fire and lightning, twin brother to Quetzalcoatl, guides the dead through the underworld. Oh, he's you guys know that there's a word for that. It's a psychopomp. A psychopomp is let me lower the gain because it's a little loud. A psychopomp is something that guides you through the underworld. So like Hermes from Greek mythology, I guess Xolotl is another example of that. Xibalanque. I feel like it is one of the hero twins. I was like, why does that sound so familiar? So it's one of the Maya hero twins. He's the brother of Hunahpu, known for defeating the gods of the underworld, bringing the ball games back to the Maya people. So we have a mix of Aztec and Maya. Oh, psychopomp. Psychopomp. I think that's what the word was. Let me take a look, see. Psychopomp. Yeah, it is psychopomp. So here, I'll put it in the chat. A psychopomp. This is something that like guides you through the underworld. And then we have Mictlantecutli, which I believe is the Aztec god of death or goddess. So more info. Name means Lord of Mictlan. Aztec god of death rules over owls, spiders, and dogs. Very cool. So I kind of want to play as Xibalanque because we learned about the hero twins in that one watch along, right? For those that weren't there at the watch along, basically there's this text called the Popol Vuh, which talks about like it's a Maya text, and it's basically like their account of like the creation of the world and all of that. It's pretty cool. And then you have these hero twins who outsmart the lords of the underworld. So it's pretty neat. Let's continue. Let's see. Explore the world of ancient Mesoamerica without fear of death. Each collision will briefly stun you, then allow you to keep exploring. Cool. We can also use the WAS keys action button. Use space bar. Sunstone in the top gives you access to help objects and settings. The jungle. The earliest Maya settlements can be traced back to 1800 BCE. They're giving us knowledge! They excelled at agriculture, pottery, hieroglyph writing, calendar making, and mathematics. As you explore this area, beware of spiders, monkeys, and crocodiles who will look to halt your progress. Maya believe that spiders to be creatures of darkness. They might have been onto something with that. Find 5 objects hidden in the jungle, then speak with the guardian. Check out the map if you get lost. Look at us! We're Shibalanke. It's— oh my god, it's Quetzalcoatl! He's a little bird. He's a little bird. Hello, the sacred resplendent Quetzal at your service. Oh no, it's not Quetzalcoatl. It's just a bird. It's just a random Quetzal bird. You can call me Quetz. I'll be sharing information about the world during your journey. You'll need it for the Guardians of the Galaxy. Nice to meet you, Quetz. The Guardians, you say? The Guardians of the Maze. Beware, they'll question you before you can proceed to the next challenge. How do I prepare to face them? By talking to me, gathering information from the signposts and the objects you collect. Okay, I'll write everything down in my journal. Which, by the way, Maya cultures did have access to, maybe, if not journals, they actually did make books. They were made out of a type of, what's it called? Bark, tree bark. Ooh, what's this? What is Chichen Itza? Chichen Itza is an ancient Mayan city in the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico. It is the most famous monument. Its most famous monument is a pyramid known as El Castillo, or the Temple of Kukulkan. Kukulkan is the Maya or a Mayan name for Quetzalcoatl. You've been to Chichen Itza? That's so cool. That's so cool. I kind of would love to visit some of these like Aztec Maya sites. I haven't yet, but it's so cool. How was your trip over there? Is it one of those things where you kind of have to take like a long like car or bus ride to get to the site? Kukulkan is the Maya equivalent of your guide, the Aztec. Oh, I just said, isn't that cool? That's the Quetzalcoatl is a Aztec deity. He's known as the feathered serpent, but all across Mesoamerica, you do see a deity like known as like the feathered serpent all around, but it has different names. So there's Kukulkan, there's Quetzalcoatl, and in terms of like Quetzalcoatl as like the Aztec god, he usually represents the winds and the planet Venus. It's beautiful in person. The pictures don't do the pyramid justice. Oh man, that sounds so cool though. I think, is that the pyramid that during like the equinox or something, the shadow looks like a snake going down the pyramid? Is that what that is? Because I vaguely remember hearing about a temple that does that. Why does El Castillo have so many steps? El Castillo is made of 365 steps, like a year. Each of the 4 sides represents one of the seasons. That's so cool. What is the descent of the serpent? Oh yeah, here it is. Twice a year on the equinox, the sun forms the shadow of a serpent that slowly makes its way down the steps. Oh, cool! 1 of 4 signposts found. This is a neat game. And it's all on browser. If you guys are interested, I'll put the link in the chat as well. There we go. I'm able to pin it. It's kind of like, I don't know, some of this is kind of giving me Legend of Zelda vibes. It's Ketz. Have you met Stella yet? Stella! Stella! The teller of stories, legends, and myths. She's tall, stony, engraved. You mean the pillar next to the El Castillo pyramid? So you've met! Make sure you talk to her when you see her. She can teach you many important things. Ah. So we gotta find more stelae. A stele is like one of these like giant stone pillars. They usually have writing on them, but it's usually— oh, there's a crocodile. But usually it's stuff like this king reigned during this time. You know, oh, monkey! A monkey! Okay, there's another one. What is Teotihuacan? It is the first major city of ancient Mesoamerica. Was created before 250 BCE. Teotihuacan means the place where the gods were created in Nahuatl language. At one point, it was home to huge, for the time period, 125,000, 200,000 inhabitants. Wow. The Avenue of the Dead. Teotihuacan is built along the north-south line with a road called the Avenue of the Dead, running for 1.5 miles through the center. At either end are two pyramids, the Pyramid of the Sun and the Pyramid of the Moon. I have some friends that visited the pyramids before. They're really cool. They're so large that the Aztecs believed that they had been built by giants. That's pretty cool. I think a spooter. One thing that gets kind of like lost when people learn about Mesoamerica is that these are different cultures. Hey May Shark, hello, welcome. We're playing a little Google Arts and Culture game. It's about Mesoamerica. So I'm happy because I happen to know like not as much as like other experts of course, but like I know a little bit about Mesoamerica, so I'm always happy to share what I know. What was I saying? Yeah, the deal with like learning about cultures in Mesoamerica. This includes like the Inca in South America. This includes the Aztecs in Mexico and the Maya in like parts of Guatemala. These are all different cultures. So when you hear like, oh, the Aztecs thought that the people at Teotihuacan, like they thought that the pyramids were built by giants, it's literally like another culture. It's like an American going to, I don't know, like a country in Asia and being like, oh my god, they must have been giants to build something like this. It's kind of the equivalent of that. Like, even though like they are, you know, fairly close to one another, they're still different cultures. We gotta dodge that spooter. Get away from me. Is there anything here? A maze. Amazing. Oh, I didn't get a chance to. There we go. We could talk to the stele. Oh, monkey. Why is maize important? Maize. Maize was a staple crop in Mesoamerica. It is rich in nutrition and can be grown in the wet lowlands as well as the drier mountain areas. The three sisters are maize, squash, and beans. Beans! Why were they grown together? Squash plants grow at ground level and keep down weeds. Maize plants grow straight up through the squash. Beans grow around and up through the maize. Cool! Beans! Maize, it has juice in it. Mice. Oh, a coin. A new object. Oh no, I went to go back. Music. Mesoamerican cultures played music using a variety of drums and rattles of various shapes and sizes, as well as wind instruments such as ocarinas, flutes, conch shells, and trumpets. Music was a fundamental part of cultural life. Instruments have been found at archaeological sites and illustrated in paintings, carvings, and on artifacts. Oh, that's cool. This drum shows a confrontation between an eagle and a vulture, suggesting it was once used by warriors. The drum is made out of wood with an animal skin covering. Explore the objects featured in this level and the secrets of the sunstone on Google Arts and Culture. That's so cool. I really like this. Before we go through the maze, let's I feel like there's other areas that we can explore. There was like the alligator portion. There's this monkey portion. Let's go over here. A new object. Oh, calendar. Mesoamerican cultures use two separate calendars to calculate the dates. The ritual calendar, or Tonalpoali, was 260 days long and made up of 20 trecenas. The solar calendar, or Ha'ab, was 365 days long. Each day is identified by a number, 1 through 13, and the symbolic name of the trecena. In a 260-day year, every combination of number and glyph was used once. This piece, unfortunately missing a head, shows a crouching lizard with a series of mythical creatures carved on its abdomen. The piece was carved from animal bone. And that's something we can also explore. That's so cool! I don't know, Mesoamerican cultures, I like them a lot, and like, it's because a lot of people associate them with like, oh, there we go. A lot of people associate them with just like, oh, you know, sacrifice and like scary stuff like that. But there, I don't know. There's so much more to these cultures than just that, you know. The spooters. Like, it has a rich mythology, or like rather religious stories. Eek. They had stuff like the calendar system. Speeders. Yes, speeders. Tochtli. Mesoamericans believe that instead of a man's face, they could see the Tochli rabbit on the surface of the moon. For those that weren't there at the watch along, that's probably the funniest part of one of the stories. It's like one of the Aztec stories about so in Japanese belief, they believe that like there's a rabbit shape on, like if you look at the moon, there's craters and stuff. But different cultures will say that it's different things. So like for Western cultures, sometimes they might say that it looks like a man's face. In Japanese culture, they believe that it looks like a rabbit that's pounding mochi. And then in Mesoamerica, they also believe that it's a rabbit. But the story of how the rabbit got its shape on there is so funny because I forgot like what led up to it, but basically a god grabbed like a rabbit on Earth and smacked the moon in the face. And that's like, he smacked him so hard that the rabbit's shape was imprinted on the moon. Like, that's like one of the stories. It's like you hit a guy so hard, you hit the moon so hard with a bunny that the moon just has the bunny on it forever. Slap with the rabbit. It's funny, call them speeders. Which culture? This is, I believe it's Aztec. I remember during one of our watch-alongs, I want to say it's the Aztec tale of the 5 sons. I want to say that it's that one. I don't think it's the Maya one. I feel like it's Aztec. Yeah. But also Japanese culture also believes that the craters on the moon, they look like a rabbit pounding mochi. It's a power move. It kind of is. The day is associated with Mayawel, the goddess of fertility. In Mayan myth, the lords of the underworld mistake a rabbit for a ball, allowing the Maya hero twins to trick them and win the game. The Maya ball game, the world's oldest organized sport, has been traced back to around 2500 BCE. Players were only allowed to hit the rubber balls with their right hip, elbow, and knee. Yo, so I know someone that still plays the ball game. She's also really like well studied on it. She plays the ball game, so she wears like the big it's funny, she called it a diaper. It's not a diaper, but she was like she was like, sometimes it feels like a diaper because like you just have this huge thing like essentially over your crotch area, but it's to protect your hips because the ball, like if you imagine like a rubber ball, you're probably imagining something from PE where like it's a rubber ball but it's inflated with air. The ball that they used in the like Mesoamerican ball game was actually just a pure ball of rubber. There's no air inside of it. It's literally just like if you take sap from like a rubber tree, which produces rubber, and just roll it into a ball, that's what that is. That's what it is. So it's really hard. So if you try to smack it with your hand, you might like break your phalanges. You might break your hand bones. So that's why you're only supposed to be using your hips. I haven't heard about elbow and knee because I was under the impression that the rule was there because the ball was so hard. So I always thought it was just like you're only allowed to hit with your hips. Like the Simpsons glove slap, but with a bunny, exactly. Bunny slap. That's a bunny slap. Love slap. The sculpture shows a rabbit. During the creation of the 5th sun, 2 sons were created. Quetzalcoatl. Oh my gosh! Quetzalcoatl threw a rabbit skin bag over the second one to transform it into the moon. Oh, this is a different version of it. It's a different version of the myth. The version I heard was the one where he smacks the moon. He smacks it with a bunny rabbit. Quickly! Okay. Oh! Oh, what did oh, are these like mud pits or something? I see. Monkey! Oh, we're back here. Okay. So we already touched that one. Is there anything here? Anything here? I think I saw a spooter here. Okay. We could get through it! Oh, dang it. I misjudged the distance. Oh, it's Ketz again. Shibalanque. I'm getting confused hunting down the coins on my own. Any guide dogs around? You know, the Aztec god of fire and lightning, Xolotl? What a dog! Legend says that after the destruction of the 4th sun, Xolotl and his twin brother Quetzalcoatl traveled to the underworld to retrieve the bones that they needed to remake mankind. Isn't that the hairless dog dang. This one, I don't have a lot of practice pronouncing, so Xoloitzcuintli. Xoloitzcuintli. Isn't that the hairless dog Xoloitzcuintli? Amazing. Nice. See anything up here? A spooter! Don't kill me, spooter. I come in peace. A coin! I love the little jingle that plays. Malinali. Malinali meaning grass is the day of the Aztec calendar associated with Petecatl, the god of fertility and healing. Schnackery! I'm learning about Malinali. He's so noisy. Pulque. Oh, I've heard of pulque. Patecatl showed mankind how to brew pulque, a powerful and sacred alcoholic drink. Drunkenness was frowned upon, with the majority of people only allowed to drink pulque during certain feasts. Yo, it's like the opposite. If you look at old, during college, especially during my master's, I did a lot of research on pre-colonial Philippines. And a lot of the Spanish sources talk about how hard the pre-colonial Filipinos partied. It was a lot of like, yeah, they partied for like 7 days straight. Like they weren't stopping. They were partying really hard. And like afterwards the what's it called? The hangover would be like intense. And there's just a lot of sources that talk about how hard they partied into the night and into the week. A first offense was punished by flogging and having one's hair cut off. The second offense was punishable by banishment, and the offender's house was demolished. A beautiful vessel known as a flower cup, showing a range of natural imagery and symbols. And we can explore that. I just find it funny that there's like a whole bunch of like Spanish like sources on like, bless you, Beans.
Thank you.
About like, yeah, we can't keep up with the Filipinos. They go a little bit too hard. It's a little scary. Spooter. I know. Which, oh, Jesus. I'm so quick. I'm quick-witted. There we go. Okay, let's see if there's anything down here, and then I think we might need to traverse the maze again. Cats, my friend. A cocoa for your thoughts. They'll power you up with extra points at the end. Thanks, I'm tired of running around. Could use some wheels. That won't be of use here. No large animals to pull you around in this part of the world. But if you do need help, follow the arrows on the ground. They'll show you the way. Or consult the Stella by the Guardian. She has the treasure map. Cool. Oh, this is the hoop for the ball game. For the Mesoamerican ball game. This is the hoop that you would have to like toss the ball through. So it's a little bit like basketball in a way, but you can only hit the ball with your hips. Oh. Cool arch. Ah! No. That scared me. Work hard, lay hard. Exactly, Eradicator. Hello, hello. Work hard, play hard. Oh, people were saying bless you.
Thank you, chat.
Okay, well, we're gonna do this again. We're gonna do this. Quickly! No, I was too quick. Ooh. Yo, this statue, I think this is of Tlaloc. Xochitl. Mayans had arrow traps like in the movies? How advanced? Actually, I don't know actually if they did, but I wouldn't be surprised. If you're the art teacher, then what kind of teacher would Beans be? The computer scientist. Or math. He's really good at mental math. Sometimes a little too good. Alright, so what does this say? Xochitl, or flower, was a symbol associated with Xochiquetzal, the Aztec goddess of fertility, beauty, and love. I remember I've met a couple of people with that name too. Xochitl? Maths! Xochiquetzal represented what were seen as feminine crafts, such as weaving and embroidery. Despite this, tasks were shared with the whole family. Weaving and spinning tools were buried with men, women, and children. With no wool-producing animals in Mesoamerica, all textiles and weaving materials were plant-based. Royalty... Oh, we have an ad break coming up. Royalty, priests, and nobles had specific areas of their homes and palaces dedicated to the production of textiles. This small sculpture is a depiction of the young goddess of vegetable fertility and is shown holding corn cobs in each hand. Ah. Xochitl is flower, Citlali is star. Oh, that's such a pretty name. I've met at least like 2 people with the name Xochitl. I feel like I might have met someone named Citlali as well. Or actually, is that a double L? Would it be pronounced Citlai or Citlali? Oh, you know what? We have an ad break coming up. Yeah, we have an ad break coming up, so I'll put you guys in recess. Oh, I'm gone. I'm gone. There we go. Now you guys be good, okay? You can cry on the Itasha, but no funny business, okay? My cousin is named after Tonatiuh, the god of the sun. That's so cool, Peck School! I've met someone named Tlalok before. It was a student. I remember the teacher was like, "Oh, come along, Tlalok," and I was like, oh, "Your name is Tlalok? That's freaking awesome!" My time to cry and shine, exactly. Alright, I'll see you guys after the ad break. What are you guys planning? What are you guys doing? funny business? This ain't no funny business. Smashes lights. This is serious business. Siphon time. Remember, no funny business. We must somberly and with all seriousness obtain all the copper wiring. No! Laughing while working takes away precious minutes. It's an efficiency thing. No one will know which cars are missing if we take the plates right. There's an exercise in focus and determination. And I determined that we must focus on escaping the authorities with all this copper wiring. Oh no! We can just say we are in the copper business, tip our food leaf hat, and wobble off our merry way. I mean, as long as none of you are named A and Nasir, I think you guys should be good with the copper business. Pleasure doing serious business. I love that. I love that. I do feel like we're near the end of this cool mini game, right? Because it's like 4 out of 5 quetzals found and 4 out of 5 blah blah blahs found. So I think after— no, wait! Resume! I didn't mean to do that. I meant to go back to the game. Yeah, I think after that we'll probably call it. So I can rest a little bit. But I am really digging this. I don't know. I feel like I really just enjoy info dumping about like lots of different cultures, and like Mesoamerican cultures is definitely one of them. Just because I wanna undo all of that like oh no, the alligator. I want to undo the whole like, oh, they were a savage people that just did human sacrifices and stuff, and it's like, no. Oh, I didn't realize that that mud pit would hurt me. So before the crocodile tries to kill me. So that statue, that head that you see, might be a depiction of a deity called Tlaloc. Tlaloc is like a water and storm deity. And usually you can identify him because his eyes look like goggles. There's even a Tlaloc Mon, a Tlaloc Digimon now. I think he just came out too. So, yeah. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's Ketz again. I've been wondering, who's the guardian of this jungle? He's the guardian of the East. He's Lord 4 Alligator. What a sick name. 4 Alligator, the mighty blood eagle. Wow, guardian of the East, huh? Look, the East is burning red. Wait, how did the rest of that go from G Gundam? I'm like curious. Give me a second. Look, the East is burning red. The school of the undefeated of the East. How did that go again? Why is the sound so much louder now? The East is burning red. Here we go. The school of the undefeated of the East. The winds of the king. Zenshin, Keiretsu, Tenpa Kyoran. Look, the East is burning red. I just love G Gundam. A guardian of one of the 4 cardinal directions that the world is divided into. We found all the quetzals. Oh no, I keep thinking this brown part is like a mountain. It doesn't register to me that it's like a risk. Okay, nothing here, nothing there. Nothing anywhere. Another crocodile. Ah, okay. I think that's the end of this this portion. Ah, the alligator. I think there was another path here, right? Or no? I think. Let's take a look at the map. We're here. No, that we're not here. I think we need to head over there. Ah, I see. Yeah, I think we're actually almost done. Okay, so we need to head back to the east. No, to the west. To the school of the undefeated of the west. Get that corn out of my face. There we go. Ah, there we go. Another Stella. Stella! Map of the jungle. 4 out of 4 signposts found. To the west! To the window! To the wall. Lord 4 Alligator. I am Lord 4 Alligator, the guardian of the East. Hi, Lord 4 Alligator. Will you guide me to the next area? Not yet. First, I will test you on what you have learned in the jungle. If you don't feel ready, you can go back to the jungle at the end of this conversation. Here come your 5 questions. Let's find out what you know. We're getting quizzed. Lord Big Challenges. Lord Big Challenges in the flesh. And we're getting tested. It's okay. I'm getting tested, but you guys can help, but I want to see if I can do it on my own. I want to see if I can do it on my own. Okay. I'm ready for the challenge. Oh, here are 4 instruments. Which one was used in Mesoamerican times? It was the drums. Wait, it was these, right? I forgot if guitar was one of them. Nice. Name a creature of darkness. If you can, the Spooter. No, that's just a guy. that's just Schnackery. That's just Schnackery. Imagine we say Ketz. How offended do you think he would be? The Spooter is a creature of darkness. My people were technologically advanced, but why didn't they use wheels? Because they weren't any pack animals. But there was also too much jungle. Oh no, but yeah, it's mostly the pack animals. The Maya used stone signposts to pass on myths. What were they called? The Stella! Stella! A tall spotted Schnackery. When playing the Maya ball game, what parts of the body can touch the ball? Oh, the hips, and I think the knees, right? I know definitely the hips, but it can't be the hand, can't be the head, can't be the feet. So I think it's just those 2. And the elbows, but the elbows is like right here. Nice! We did it! Oh, there's another part. Okay. Let's see. I did say that we were going to end after 2 hours. Let's play a little bit more. Let's play a little bit more because this is just a cool opportunity. This is just a cool thing to play. Mountains and volcanoes were viewed by ancient Mesoamericans as sacred places. In Aztec mythology, the mountain of sustenance provides all resources of life, including life-giving water. The Maya built pyramids to represent the first true mountain of the creation myth. Beware of jaguars, monkeys, and spiders, and also look out for lava. You got it. You look pale. Have you come across any owls? No, why would that scare me? An old saying goes, when the owl cries, the Indian dies. You must avoid them. Our people know that owls are symbols of death and destruction, messengers from the underworld. Okay, we found a quetzal. Oh my god, look at the jaguar. It's going so fast. That's like my cats when they hear like the food getting ready, like the kibble and stuff. That's how fast they go. He's prowling. Get juked. Creation 3 and 4. Oh, Ehekatl. The Aztecs believe that there were 4 previous eras of the world known as the Sunstone, as shown on the Sunstone. The second era, or sun, was called Ehekatl. Creation 1 and 2. The first creation, 4 jaguar, was destroyed when the earth was consumed by jaguars. The second creation, 4 wind, ended when Tezcatlipoca destroyed the world with hurricanes. The third creation, 4 rain, was destroyed by a fiery rain sent by Quetzalcoatl. The fourth sun, 4 water, ended with a flood. Its human inhabitants turned into fish by Tezcatlipoca. The spider monkey, oh my gosh, that object looks so cute. Spider monkey has a buckle mask and stands on the coiled rattlesnake whose head, also with the glyph of Ehekatl, rests on the right leg. Cool. Al watches the hobbit, sheds a tear, we dej. It's true, that's a saying in rural towns in Mexico. Oh, I had no idea. So whenever when the owl shrieks, an Indio dies? Oh no. Not the Schnackeries, they're after me. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's an arrow. I didn't even realize. Is there anything here on this top part? Oh no. More jaguars. I guess? You can't cross over. Oh no, there's a little archway here. And the monkey! They're after me. Okay, we already saw that. So let's keep on going down, down, down. Down by the river. Oh, I guess, wait. How do I live without you? Oh, I think that's Lalok over there. Oh, there's a little pathway here. No, wait, this goes down here. Am I missing out on something? I guess it's here. I guess there should be some kind of like pathway here. I can't go. How come? I don't understand. Unless no. Maybe there's another pathway that I missed. Oh, that like causes glitchiness. Eek! Why am I missing it? Surely there's a way to like get down there, right? How come I'm not seeing it? Oh, look, the jaguar's going through. It's a hidden archway. I'm a fool. Look, look. You're supposed to really be paying attention to like this pathway here. Okay, I see. Eek, monkeys! Monkey! Oh, cats. Hello. Are you liking your disguise? Very much. Helps with blending in. Rumor has it that every human is connected with a nahual, a spirit animal that they could link in with their dreams. If the animal died while the person was dreaming, they can die too! You die in real life! Oh no. Gods have a reputation for turning themselves into animals too. Tezcatlipoca, god of the night sky, apparently came to the earth as a spider the other day, then changed into a jaguar to play the ball game against Quetzalcoatl. Nice! Monkey! New object. Oh! Ocelot! Revolver ocelot. I didn't know that word comes from Nahuatl. That's actually pretty cool. Ocelot, meaning jaguar in Nahuatl, is the 14th day sign of the Aztec calendar. It was a day for honoring the jaguar warriors of the god Tezcatlipoca. The jaguar is the apex predator of the Maya rainforest. Because it could hunt at day and night, the Maya believed it could pass between this world and the underworld. The Nahuala and the walkers share some similar lore. Oh, interesting. I didn't even know that. That's really cool. Because I've definitely heard of both. Well, I haven't really heard about the Nahuala as much, but definitely the other one. Who, like, you can't even say their names, right? Because, like, it's one of those, like, speak of the devil and they shall appear type things. Or is that the other name? The one that starts with a W, right? Can you say? Whatever. This ability led to jaguars being associated with the sun, death, stealth, and hunting. Many gods were shown wearing jaguar pelts. EP Alpaca, I go now. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. I hope you get some good rest. We'll probably end by the end of this level. After this level's done, we'll probably call it there. The sculpture shows a sitting nobleman, richly dressed with a paper fan on the back of his head, wearing fine jewelry and a helmet in the shape of a jaguar head. Cool. Monkey! Bad monkey! Okay, nothing here. Oh, the fire hurt us. Okay. Are we at another impasse? Am I being foolish again? Let me check the map. We are here. Oh, I think there's... Wait, yeah? I think there should be a way back there. So we have to go back here. Oh, there we go. Estella. Who was the turquoise lord? Xiotecutli, which name means turquoise lord, was the lord of the volcanoes in Aztec mythology. Xiotecutli was always shown with a smoking bowl on his head, representing the smoke that emerges from the top of the volcano. To the Aztecs, fire was the purest element, and the sacred flame was kept alight all year round in temples. Ah, I think that has a name. I think is it Tonali? I believe? I don't remember. Was turquoise important? Xiotecutli was believed to be the father of the gods who lived in a turquoise dwelling at the center of the earth. Turquoise was the symbolic representation of fire. Cool. Why do I hear fire sounds? Oh, jeez. It's a volcano. Oh, no. Okay. Eek! Okay. Tecpatl. Tecpatl is the 18th day of Tonal Pohuali, the sacred Aztec calendar. Tecpatl means stone knife. Metals were almost unknown until 800 AD, but obsidian, a naturally formed volcanic glass, was the steel of Mesoamerica and was used in a range of sophisticated ways. Oh yeah, obsidian is really sharp. It does a good job of just being like a knife on its own. In Aztec and Maya cities, whole workshops were dedicated to specialist chipping of obsidian for tools, figurines, jewelry, and dart tips. This flint knife was used in religious ceremonies and left as a part of an offering to the gods. Cool! Is there something on this side? Oh, it's Kets. Don't worry about dying so much. If you fall, the hummingbird of the south will guide you. Is that you? Aren't you the resplendent Quetzal? I am. The hummingbird of the south, which means Huitzilopochtli, is a wolf. He's the Aztec god of war and the sun. Huitzilopochtli helps guide fallen warriors to the underworld, where the warriors' souls would serve in his palace. Cool. Oh my god, so many spooters! They're creatures of darkness. Eek! Obsidian scalpels are crazy expensive. I would assume so because I've seen there's a guy who does YouTube shorts that his whole channel is all about making obsidian arrow tips, lance tips, stuff like that. And the technique he does seems so fine, refined, that it seems like you definitely need a professional to get that. And yeah, they probably charge a lot. So I would definitely believe it, even though I myself have no frame of reference. Itzcuintli is the 10th day sign and is represented by the head of the dog. It's ruled by Mictlantecutli, the lord of Mictlan, the lowest part of the underworld. The ancient Maya believed that dogs and other animals could guide spirits to the underworld after death. The Maya believed that a soul could be reincarnated. The Maya buried their dead with maize in their mouth as a symbol of rebirth, and if they followed the path of the maize, God would eventually be reborn. A dog! A doggy. The sculpture shows a mythical creature called a water dog. Oh, it's a ahuizotl, I think it's called. It's characterized by having human hands at the end of its tail. That's kind of sick. That's kind of awesome. Dibs on making a Digimon that looks like that. I call dibs. That's kind of awesome. That's kind of sick nasty. In a good way. Positive. Slash pause. I know. Look, there's Tlaloc. I can see him. We have to head down? How do we... Oh, I see. Hey, gator! Anything here? More down here. Mr. Gator, hello. Eek! Okay, there we go. Oh, more arrows. Oh, no. Oh, another Stella. What is the Ceiba tree? Ceiba is the sacred tree of the Maya. In one creation myth, the gods planted 4 Ceiba trees in the 4 regions of the world, each with their own color. In the center, a 5th tree was planted. In the roots of the tree was the underworld, where the dead reside. At its base was the land, and in the branches lived the gods. At the top of the tree was the origin of the gods, represented by the resplendent Quetzal, the sacred bird of the Maya. Cool. Crocodile. Is there anything I missed up here? Because there's so many branching paths now. I'm scared of missing things. No, the monkey! It's trying to kill me! Okay, there we go. Oh my god, this is getting more and more like exact. Cats, hello. Why are the trees different colors? Is it a seasonal thing? No, it's a direction thing. If you know, each of the cardinal directions has a different color association. North is white, east is red, south is yellow, and west is black. Why am I seeing green then? That's the center, of course. Cool. The monkey! No! Dang it. Okay. Eek! Oh, down here, another... Did I get this Stella already? Oh yeah, we did. So back here... Oh, we did so good. Okay. Oh, another Stella. The Toltecs! I was just learning about them. The Toltec culture was based in the Valley of Mexico, a great mountain basin at the altitude of 2,000 meters. Toltec communities were built around lakeside villages, developing agricultural techniques and trading obsidian, the equivalent to steel in Mesoamerica. The Toltecs were highly regarded by the Aztec culture, who saw them as sophisticated ancestors. In the Nahuatl language, the word Toltecatl or Tolteca means artisan or skilled tradesman. Cool. Another jaguar. Eek! Another Ketz. If I were you, I'd be scared of the guardian Tepeyolotl, the heart of the mountain. He's the god of dark caves, earthquakes, and echoes. Oh, and jaguars, too. Right, very scary. Where is he, though? At the mountaintop. You have been warned. Oh, no. Okay. What's, I think, have we found everything? I think we still need a Stella, right? I think we're almost done. Oh, there's a Stella up there. I see it. Gwiggly! I think we should head in there, but let's see if there's anything up here. Nope. We just gotta head to the top of the mountain. Eek! There we go. Oh my god, Glitch, you're sharing more of the science stuff? Okay, let's keep on going. I saw... Oh yeah, I see it. I see the Stella. Stella! I also see... I thought that was Tlaloc because he has the goggle eyes, but maybe it's not. Oh, that's the map of the mountains. Found all the signposts, and then this is the last guy we're gonna talk to. Oh, I was mistaken, so it's not Tlaloc. I always assume... Unless that's Tlaloc with like another name. Tepeyolotl. You are not ready to pass through the mountain. You need to find 5 symbols in this area before moving on. If you are having trouble, the Stella closest to me will be able to help. Oh, I missed something. No! Okay. So... I think so. Oh, I don't think I went to the center area yet. Okay, we gotta head back that way. I see. Back to the game. Okay, we're almost done though. I wish there was like a fast travel, but actually it's pretty easy to traverse this area. Oopsie. This way. Oh! Ouchie! Oh, I see. Okay. Tesistekatl was supposed to become the son of the 5th age, but was too afraid to sacrifice himself in a fire until another god had done so. Oh, I kind of remember this from the watch-along. There was like a really handsome god, and then there was a god that was like covered in like sores and stuff, and they both wanted to become the son, but Tesistekatl was like too scared until the guy with all the swords was like, I'll do it! His cowardice angered the gods, who threw a rabbit at him, reducing his light. This is why the Aztecs believed they could see the shape of the rabbit on the full moon. That was the reason! So, the cowardice was pissing everyone off, so they're like, a rabbit onto your face. Smack it with the rabbit. The brazier was used for burning copal incense, which is still burned in special ceremonies today. It is placed on or near the Day of the Dead altars to draw in spirits. It's always a rabbit. It's cold. I want to be sent to detention. How can I get in? We're almost done here. We found the last of our objects, and then if you guys want, I'll send you guys over to detention to warm up, to get a little more baked. No, a little bit more freshly baked. There you go. There we go. I think we're ready. We're ready for our test. Or 1,500 points. Poor rabbit for the detention fast pass. That too. I am Tepeyolot, the heart of the mountain. Hi, Tepeyolot. You have found the 5 symbols needed to pass through the mountain. Prepare to be tested. If you go beyond this point, there is no turning back. Start the challenge. Do you think we're ready? Let's do this. Tepeyolot is the heart of the mountain. Next. What animal was Tezcatlipoca disguised as when he played a ball game against Quetzalcoatl? So he was a spider, but then I think he changed into a jaguar, right? So do you think they're asking for both those answers? Oh, he descended to the world as a spider, but then I think he played as a jaguar. Trick question. To aid your rebirth upon death, the Maya ancestors placed what in your mouth? Maize! Oh, I wish it was tamales. I wish. The sacred tree of the Maya and me is the ceiba tree. There is an actual thing called the rubber tree. That's actually where you get rubber from. It's actually made from the sap. I haven't heard of a monkey puzzle tree though. The 6th sign of the Aztec month. What does it mean? Oh, it's Ehecatl, right? No, we messed up. We messed up. We didn't get the perfect score. We got 4 out of 5 though. I think that's pretty decent. That's pretty decent, right? Anyways, why you give us free NFTs each stream? I just like giving that to you. So there's still some other lands, but I do think I want to call it here. That's pretty fun though. I really like this. Yeah, they're dessert stickers. They're not NFTs. But yeah, so let's do this. Let's do this. I'm not sure if I want to mosh. I did say that we would put you in detention for a little bit. How about I do that while I decide what we're gonna mosh to? And then, but you guys can bake for a little bit, alright? So, I'm gonna go ahead and see what we can... Thanks for the stream. Thank you guys for dropping by. What should we mosh to? I have been listening to Chapel Rowan songs recently. The Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing in West Hollywood. This is just the current weather. Very true. Pink Pony Club. There's a metal version of Pink Pony Club. Alright, I found it. I found it. Now it's warm. Hope you all have a great sleep or day. Yeah. If you guys want, let's mosh. Let me go ahead and stop the music. For any folks that have not moshed with us, this is our end of stream tradition. All you gotta do is spam your favorite emotes, and then I'll make your little avatars fight each other. We got a metal version. Meanwhile, I'm gonna see who we can raid into. I'm gonna press the mosh pit button soon. Ah! Oh, that's sick. That's so sick. That sound is so good. Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing down in West Berrywood. Gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Pink Pony Club. Where did I leave my Molotov? Let's open up this Pink Pony Club. Yo, those growls. Let's go. And Matthew, you won the first round. Belong at the... It's not rigged. It's not rigged. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Look, see? See? I'll prove it to you guys. I'll prove it. Hollywood. Rigged mod 1. Okay, well, let's just see about round 2, huh? Rigged witch. I like her unicorn onesie. What have you done? You're a pink pony girl. Look, see? It's not me nor my mod that's winning. It's either Peck School or Mega Bronson. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing down at West Berrywood. I'm gonna keep on dancing down at the Pink Pony Club. Pink Pony Club. Peck School, good job! Intense round. Burn the witch? No, don't burn the witch. There is no no! I'm sorry, Mega Bronson. You got second place, though. You got second place. No, no more mustard. No more, no more. Alright, guys. I will see you guys on... Let's see. I'll be busy Wednesday and Thursday, so I'll see you guys Friday. I forgot what I put on the schedule for Friday, but I will be seeing you guys then. Until then, I'm gonna go ahead and send you guys off to my live 2D mama. I'm gonna send you guys over to Big Ham. She's currently doing art. She's doing some, I think, 3D modeling. So yeah. It's always good to see you and learn. Take care. Thank you, Soten Bori. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for stopping by. I appreciate you. All right, let's go ahead and raid into Big Ham, largest gaming hamster. I hope you guys have a good morning, afternoon, or evening. And as always, I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Bye bye. I appreciate you guys. Right now.